This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked! All right, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm hanging in there. It's been a week since I've seen you.
Hottest of messes.
It's been a whole week.
A whole week?
I decided to wear the same outfit.
Me too.
To celebrate.
What a quinky dink.
It's a new outfit.
At least you got our shirt on.
I know. It's not new either.
You never wear it, but that's fine.
That's why it's crisp and
I
clean.
know, mine's worn. It's weathered. But would you like to go, or you want me to just go?
I have nothing on my mind. What's on your mind?
Okay, I wanted to ask, why don't men say that we're proud of each other, or just human beings, but specifically men? Why don't we say we're proud of each other enough, or more often?
Okay.
Because I will say that growing up, I didn't get a lot of pats on the backs and high fives and I'm proud of yous, specifically from my dad, but it's not a daddy tissue issue. This is just a manhood thing, I guess. And do you think that we get enough of I'm proud of yous?
I don't.
Could you have used a few more high fives?
Well, see, both of my parents were very they weren't really touchy-feely, happy-go-lucky. That wasn't really our vibe.
Okay. Not a good high five?
Well, I mean, like...
Found it?
No, we didn't have any of that. Like, my dad, like, he would come to see me play basketball or whatever, for example.
Okay.
And we would have these in-depth discussions about everything that I did wrong.
You know, it was like, you're a great rebounder, but all that other shit you did was trash.
Yeah.
No?
Well, I mean, I think because I sort of picked it up pretty quick as a kid. Like, by the time that I was in 3rd, 4th grade, I was playing with the 8th graders.
Well, everybody is not 6'12".
Well, that. But also, like, I got really good at it because it's something that I enjoyed.
Right.
I've realized that for me, every time I've enjoyed something,
you get good at it.
I've gotten good at it because I wanted to get good at it, and I put in the time and the effort to get good at it.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, there was a sort of an expectation from my dad, and even my mom to a certain extent, that I would always play at an 8th grade level until I got to 8th grade, and then I should be however many years ahead of that, high school level or whatever. Or college, collegiate.
Right. The next LeBron James.
Right.
You'd have been Larry James, Caucasian.
I would have been Kirk Bird.
That was good.
Every once in a while. I would, but I think there was this expectation. So when I was just a regular 3rd grader
and taller than
I'd get a little talking to. You know what I mean? Like, here, you should be a mature professional basketball player.
You should be dunking in the 3rd grade,
right?
Sir.
And I would be like, I'm giving it my best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my family is not that kind of family.
Okay.
Have I ever told you about my sister?
You have, but I don't know about this particular instance.
So when I moved back to the undisclosed location, I used to, like, because of the community that we work in, that I lived in for 15 years, I became a touchy-feely person.
Right. It comes with the job.
So when I came back to the undisclosed location where we're not touchy-feely,
you stopped touching and feeling.
I laughed and I put my hand on my sister's leg, sort of near the knee.
Right. Because you were having a good laugh.
Correct. From her.
Yes.
Because she's funny. My sister is hilarious.
Okay.
So I'm gonna gotta watch the YouTube channel for this. So I'm sitting beside her and she turns to me and goes, "Are you gonna be doing that much?" That made me very uncomfortable. Dead serious.
Well, black folks, we touchy-feely anyway. If you give us a good laugh, oh, boy, motherfucker, you crazy? We gonna touch you.
We don't do that in the undisclosed. What I'm saying is,
right.
You did a whole scene.
Yeah.
That was not even, ha-ha.
No, we, ha-ha, fall
that wasn't even that level wasn't allowed, and it made her highly uncomfortable.
She's like, no.
She was like, no, ma'am.
That laughter is not necessary.
So, I mean, imagine had I hit her with that level, she would have passed out.
Next time I meet her, I'm going to do a black laugh. I'm going to do a very African-American laugh and see what she says.
Oh, she'll die. She'll just be like, what? I mean, it's that, but so it's like, it's one of those things where I'm answering your question by saying I'm sort of in a weird spot because I didn't grow up with that.
Okay.
So I don't know how it feels to get it.
Okay.
So it's sort of one of those things where
serious face.
The more you know. Well, it's sort of like the starving kids in Africa.
Okay.
When you don't know the other
right.
satiated or full kids of Africa, when you don't know that life, do you know that you're starving? You know what I mean? Like,
but what if you get that glimpse, that little splash of I mean, round of applause? You know what I mean? All jokes aside, everybody needs a high five. People are going to be like, "That's corny." I
believe you said that.
I'm sure I have.
Woo! I believe you did a whole scene of that.
I'm kind of an asshole. However, everybody needs words of affirmation, and everybody's level of affirmation varies.
Okay.
I would like to think so.
Okay. You've come a long way
I'm working
in a couple
of
episodes.
About 30, we'll exit 38. Episode 38. I don't know, 39. We'll figure out when it comes out.
I think it's like 40.
Y'all figure it out. But no, I think that we all have different levels of needed or necessary affirmation.
So tell me who you would like to get it from.
My dad. Again, it's not a daddy tissue issue. Whatever. But no, I would love for my dad to be like, I'm proud of you. Even if he puts a curse, he don't curse, but if he was like, I'm proud of you, fuck boy, or whatever bad word not that he cursed.
Did I tell you I just learned what fuck boy was?
It's not a good word or expression.
I genuinely.
It's not words of affirmation.
Had no clue.
It's not affirmation.
Had no clue. I still don't fully understand it, like 100%. Okay. But I'm in the midst of my lesson.
It's basically saying you ain't shit, but with like a very hateful way of saying it. I've been called a fuck boy a couple times in my life. Not anytime recently, but I've been called one. It's not words of affirmation. It's the entire opposite of it.
Is it because of the Air Jordans?
No, sir.
I don't know what fuckboy is, but okay. Obviously your dad, that's its own unique situation.
I'll scratch that. The reason
who's number two?
Well, there's no specific people, but I will say that what brought this
who would be a second person that you would be like, you know what? That would be enough.
All jokes aside, I don't really have a specific secondary person because most people outside of the number one in their own way have kind of implied it, at least at the minimum. Like they haven't said.
Does implying it mean?
I think it still mean to me. It still. I don't know for everybody else, but for me, it still means something. Okay. I can still appreciate it because there's a difference between someone implying it and you know that they mean it and they're just not good at expressing themselves versus I ain't giving you no high five. At least in my mind. Because you can tell somebody who's trying to give you a round of applause or give you some support or advocacy, whatever word you want to use, but just you're doing a good job. Even though they may not be good at expressing themselves versus somebody who's really trying to shit on you or be stingy with, you know what I mean? Like your round of applause, your standing ovation. I don't know if that makes sense, but did that make sense?
Well,
there's people who don't know how to express themselves, but
I think it's me.
Whatever. I'll say it again. Okay. There are people in this world, a lot of people who don't know how to express their feelings, but you can tell when they're proud of you.
Okay.
Versus somebody who they ain't proud of you and they ain't never saying it, even if they are proud of you. Like they refuse to give you admiration. Does that make did I explain it better?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you experienced people who just don't know how to express it, but you can tell that they're proud of you? Oh, hell.
I mean, I would say my parents. I would say that would probably be the people for me.
Okay.
Like, I think my parents, I think that there are some things about my life they would change.
Okay.
But I think for the most part, my parents are like,
we love you, baby.
You turned out okay.
That's what I mean. Even that, it's not the words "I am proud of you," but it still means the same to me. I can't speak for you, but for me,
they're not saying this to me. But I think they would. Well, I think they think that.
Okay.
Like I think they're like, you know what? I think he turned out okay.
He's great.
He turned out okay.
With a C. He's great. Have you ever asked? Not, hey, mom and dad, are you proud of me? But have you ever stirred up a conversation that steers it in that direction?
What would that sound like?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Mother, have you ever thought proud thoughts about me?
I mean, have you seen the job I'm doing? I'm doing pretty good. What'd you do? The hair flip? I think I'm doing pretty good at my job.
Well, but see, my parents, when I was a kid,
okay,
my parents, as quick as they could, instilled in me, you let other people brag about you. Don't brag about yourself.
But they're biologically, y'all are the same people, but they are other people.
But if I had to say, Mother, have you seen all these good things I've done, Mother? She would go, Kirk, don't brag about yourself. Nobody likes that.
Oh, okay.
So that would be a hard conversation to try to maneuver or try to get her to say,
okay,
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, baby, but I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Right.
It's a secret.
But I think some of it too, like, I don't know. I think some of it too is, I don't think my mom got that either.
Well, I'm sure my parents didn't get it either. But it doesn't mean don't give it to your kids. What?
This is all about you, isn't it? No. Are you sure this is the Daddy Tissue episode?
No, what I'm saying is that a legitimate excuse?
Well, what I mean by that is, if you grew up not getting it, would you even know how to give it to someone else?
No, but you can learn.
Well, but I left to learn.
Yeah.
Had I not left, I would be just like my sister. I mean, and that's not anything against her, yeah. But I would be just like her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I left and I met a whole different people.
You met human beings.
Yeah.
That are not here.
Correct.
Or from here.
Because of that, I now have a better idea. Like when I go to pickleball, I had a horrible morning at pickleball.
What was horrible about it? I'm dying to know.
Well, I just didn't play well. I didn't play well. And I still had fun, but I just didn't play well.
Trash or just not to what you wanted?
Not what I wanted.
That's
I played,
not that bad.
Well, I mean, whatever.
You weren't a scrub, right?
But I was very encouraging to my teammate because, you know, we're either winning or losing together.
Fingers.
Woo! But I mean,
I gotta do like that.
Again.
Yes. No repeats.
It's I'm taking back the night. It's now mine. It's now mine, and I'm turning it into a good thing. I took away your power. But I was still encouraging to my team, like, hey, you know what? It was a bad shot, whatever. You got it.
Were you encouraging because you didn't play good and they were playing good?
I'm always encouraging.
Even when you play good.
Even when I'm feeling
Oh, my dog. Okay.
Yeah. I'm always encouraging because, again, if I'm having a great day and you're having a crap day, we're losing because we're crap. We together are now crap.
Right. And you're going to have a day where you don't play, not being
Which
funny.
Was today.
Yeah. Which was today. But at least you're self-aware to know, like, I need to give these people, and I'm not saying that they laying in the bed at night. Right. Why don't Kirk give me no high five? But I mean, they might be stupid. But no, if you think about it, that's cool that you are self-aware to go, you know what? Oh, when I'm beasting, I'm going to still give them a high five because all jokes aside today, I'm not going to play my best. I don't want nobody talking shit to me on my team.
Right.
And so I
want them to feel bad for me.
Yeah. give me some propers.
Yeah.
Pedestalize me.
These made up words. But yes. There's also, so there is a selfish piece to it, but I also am genuinely like, it's fun. The way that this game works is there's ups and downs.
Yeah. You're not gonna.
It's just how it is.
Yeah, you don't play like the greatest of whatever sport you're playing every single day. Even Michael Jordan had bad days.
Right.
They weren't as often, but he still had off games.
Right.
And maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe the reason why I brought this up, and we've already talked about it, but I'm gonna rehash it here.
I think you should.
Well, at least somebody needs to know the motivation behind the conversation.
Why it's on your thought.
Yes, on my mind. But no,
I mean, in your thoughts. Sorry.
I mean, a dude I went to school with, cool as a fan. We chopping it up in the DMs the other day. He's like, "Yo, man, I'm proud of you. You really grown." I'm paraphrasing. I don't know exactly what it was, but it was. He said, "I'm proud of you," and it was weird, but in a good way. It was like,
I think you're paraphrasing
all of it,
because I think you're just leaving out the bad part. He was like, "I never thought you would grow, but you did."
I don't. You ain't shit. But no, it was cool that he was like, "I'm proud of you." And like I said, we're the same age. He didn't little bro me or vice versa. I wasn't like, "You a son," you know what I mean? I didn't little bro him. It was just
okay. Can I just ask a question? I'm so sorry.
No,
go ahead. Actually, go ahead. I'll ask
you
the
want to
question.
derail what's the little bro thing?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
But it was cool. It wasn't he wasn't trying to diss me and vice versa. It wasn't him trying to little bro me and vice versa. It was just like, yo, I see you doing some things, and you know, and not saying the podcast is the greatest thing ever since, you know, sliced bread, but it was cool for somebody to go, I see you having a good time. You're doing stuff with yourself. You're not sitting around being a bum. I'm proud of you. And that was a good feeling. Okay. And I think it takes mutual, I don't know if it's self-confidence or what expression or words you need to use. Am I boring you, sir? I'm just fucking with you. But
maybe a little.
But I think some people would be too, I'm a man, I don't need nobody to tell me they're proud of me, and would be afraid of being vulnerable enough to say, that made me feel good. And vice versa.
Did it make you feel good?
Yeah, it was a cool feeling. Okay. I know we're going to talk shit, but I mean, it did. It was a good, I knew you had a joke, but you refrained. You thought about it.
You're making me out to be the bad guy.
Today, you're the bad guy. No, it was a cool feeling. Like he said, I'm proud of you. I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, he proud of me. Yeah. I mean, and it was cool. And he probably gonna listen to the episode and be like, that motherfucker, he ain't shit. But no,
be like, I'm never gonna text him again.
Ever. But no, it was cool to be somebody be like, I'm proud of you. I see you.
But you know what? He should have done it. Nosey with good intentions at gmail.com. Just saying.
Well, we DM through my direct page, not the Nosey page. But it was
you need to direct him to the Nosey with good intentions at gmail.com.
Well, he don't know you, so he ain't proud of you. He proud of me.
He can be proud of me.
It's one-sided pride. Wait, that's not a word.
You can be proud of somebody you don't know.
He don't know you. And you can be proud of someone you don't know. He may not be proud of you yet. See, I said yet. He proud of me though because he knows me in real life. But no, and I think that's something that. We as men got.
You cut me off before I could say because you were shit before. Anyway,
that's fine. I wasn't hitting no shit. Sleeping on my mama's couch and being very immature.
But that's okay. I mean, I think. But had
I
you
wasn't
not
40
had
sleeping on her couch. I was like 19.
I mean,
20.
it was last week.
Whatever.
But I mean, I think if you don't have those progressions, you don't really know where you're coming from. You know what I mean?
You mean like you're not able to recognize your growth? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you start out on level 10.
Must be nice.
But I don't think it would be.
Oh.
Like, I don't think you should have to go through level 1, 2, 3, 4.
42, yeah.
But I mean, if you're like level 1, 2, and then you're like level 5, level 7. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we all should, I ain't going to say we all do, but I think we all should go through levels of growth.
Yeah.
I would hope. Again, it's not guaranteed, but
I don't think it's happening, but that's the hope.
I'm not growing.
Oh, no, I mean, in Gin Pop.
You not growing, but everybody.
I mean, in Gin Pop. I did point to you, but unless they're watching the YouTube, they won't know that.
Watch the YouTube.
Email Gin. Nosey with good intentions on the YouTube.
Hot mess. But no, I think that is, I think that men and specifically men, because we are afraid of our emotions and we're afraid to say, hey, you're doing a good job. Even if it's not, I'm proud of you. But it's okay to give somebody proper. In the hood, we say props. But I mean props to say you're doing a good job.
Is props short for propers?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I don't know. I've always thought it was, but I could be absolutely wrong. So I'm not going to lie and say that is the answer. I don't know. Props, I just know it's like a round of applause. But I don't know what that short word is. What's the big version of that? The root word is props. I don't know what the whole word is, but that's fine.
Okay.
But it boils down to, don't be afraid to give somebody a round of applause. I'm not saying give everybody a high five, because everybody has not done something to get a high five.
I mean, participation award.
No,
why not?
I don't believe in those. No.
Currently, you do. This episode, because we've grown.
No. I've grown from 9th to 10th grade.
Okay. All right, I'm going to interrupt you this time.
Be my guest.
All right, little bro, sons,
I call you son because you shine like one. Nah, what's up?
Like I sunned them.
That's different from calling somebody your little bro.
But what I mean is like, they're my sons.
All right, Nikki.
I'm just glad that you got it. But you know what I'm saying? But male rappers say the same thing.
Yeah, but she
Father
ran
them or
that
something
into
like
she ran that phrase into the ground. But anyway, she overused that expression in 22 million metaphors. Oh, you bitches is my sons.
Sounds smart to me.
Not after the 22nd time.
If it was different every time, that's creative.
It's not really different every time.
You hate her.
I don't hate Nikki. I think she's fine. I think she did too much plastic surgery, and I think she can really rap. That's not hating.
She just did the butt, right?
I don't know.
I think it's just.
I'll ask her next week. I'll hit her up. But no, I'll just. You're basically asking, what is the little broing somebody?
All of that, because again, that is community specific.
Okay.
And I'm not in that community.
Yeah, but when I say like when I reference little bro, I'm not little broing him. He's just younger than me. That makes no sense to you?
What I mean is, little bro makes sense. I'm not making him my little brother or whatever.
Like I'm not trying to diminish him. He's just younger than me.
But what I find fascinating is we don't.
Nobody can see that on the audio.
We
only.
don't. They got to watch the YouTube channel. Nosey with good intentions.
Absolutely.
We don't do that.
White people?
Correct.
Well, duh.
In the black community, there seems to be this very high value on respect and disrespect.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
Well, yeah.
If you disrespect me, bye. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to tell you to respect. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we just don't do it.
See, we request our respect in certain circumstances, whether it's requited or not.
I'm sure that it makes sense. It just doesn't make sense to me because it's not my world.
I guess to me it does because I grew up. Yeah, like you said, I grew up in it. You didn't. Yeah.
Right. But I just wondered if there was like something to that.
I mean, you probably never seen it, but have you ever seen Dave Chappelle show skit where he says "keeping it real goes wrong"?
No, but show it to me.
I will.
Does that explain it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in a nutshell, it's like when you go overboard, you motherfucker, you can't. What the fuck you doing stepping on my Jordans? And then you get into a fight and that person kills you. Keeping it real goes wrong. He does it in a more comedic fashion, but in a nutshell, being too hard can cause you to be dead.
Okay.
That make no sense to you, dude.
Well, Rihanna taught me about being hard.
Oh, hell. So hard.
I like her.
I do too. She fine.
Pandering.
No, she fine. That ain't pandering. Oh, she about to have a baby. Not about to have it, but allegedly she's pregnant. Allegedly. I don't know. I haven't talked to her.
I don't think so.
Well, her and her boyfriend, A$AP Rocky.
Really?
Yeah. You know about that? Nope.
Surely did.
Anyway.
Interesting though.
So do you think that there's a way that we can do a better job of giving props or just saying, hey, I'm proud of you? Because I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of when you say you're proud of somebody. Well,
here perk of being gay. Number 200.
You're more emotionally in touch.
Well, when you accept your gay card and you're no longer manly, allegedly.
Okay.
You can get away with, quote unquote, get away with stuff that you couldn't when you were trying to be straight. Do you know what I mean?
I need an example.
Well, like,
you holler out, yes,
like macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
If we were still trying to be straight, I couldn't say, you know what, girl.
You can't start with girl and be like, that's so masculine.
Well, I couldn't say like, hey,
girl,
good on you, good on you. That house, the house you bought.
Could you say it in general?
Straight men don't allow themselves to, and then they don't allow each other to, is what I'm trying to say. So when I accepted my gay card and Macaroni and Cheese also had his gay card, I could be like, girl, this house, yes, yes. That was all I had to do.
Well, why can't you just go, that's a nice ass house? Is that masculine?
I'm saying I can.
Oh,
because I'm no longer. I'm not the shackle. What is it, Mary? The shackles off my feet, so I can gay.
Yeah, there you go. You stupid shackles.
So I can feel. I can feel. I can be human. I can do whatever the hell I want to.
You can be naturally more excited for your friend's success.
Yeah.
Whereas I can't be like my dog. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn.
Yeah. You could, but y'all don't.
Yeah, we don't. Like,
I don't know why.
We gotta be too cool with it. That bitch fresh right there. I like that shit. It's kind of like when girls.
It's a whole made up language just to be able to say
I'm not gay. Basically,
pretty much.
Yeah, it's just like when now I don't give a shit. I'll be like, oh, my homeboy handsome. But back in the day, as a young buck, you would holler at a girl, right? Or you'd be talking to a girl on the phone.
Can we just pause for a second? Sorry to the person that thinks I interrupt too much. Sorry to you.
Are you the one that drinks or am I the one that drinks?
Me. It's always me.
Got a whole eye booger.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
Oh,
I was looking at you pick your eye.
I had the eye booger. I ain't going to be on camera with the eye booger. Nah. About the being able to express themselves.
Holler. So this holler at the girl.
Okay.
Why is it holler?
I don't know.
You know, like you're yelling at her. I've always thought that was funny.
We don't yell.
Whatever. But you use the word holler.
But we say crib, and none of our grown asses sleep in a baby crib. So. There's a book about that.
MTV Cribs.
You know the movie I referenced 3 episodes ago? Tyrese Baby Boy? If you listen to the very beginning of it.
That was a month and a half ago?
Shut up. It was yesterday. No, I'm just bullshitting. But if you think about it, if you get a chance to watch the movie for real, at the beginning,
if it's not in the $3.75 or the $5 bill, it ain't happening.
All right, whatever. I might give my Hulu password, but no. If you watch the beginning of the movie, it talks about it. It gives kind of metaphors. That's why I say it has so many jewels in it. It references. It says, "What does a black man call his friend, his associates or friends, his boys? What does he call his woman, mama? What does he call his home or place of rest, the crib?" And I don't know why I brought that up. I had a magnificent...
Is it a Peter Pan complex?
Hell no. I don't know what... I had
Toys R Us?
No, I had an excellent point to make in reference to all of that, and now I forgot.
We're good at that.
Yeah, but I had a really good... Anyway, it don't matter. We're going to continue going off.
Well, let's review. Crib, mama, Oedipus complex. He wanted to have sex with his mom, or did have sex with his mom.
No, but Ving Rhames says that in the movie.
Oedipus.
You've watched the movie? You been fucking with me this whole time?
No.
Ving Rhames goes, you got Oedipus complex. Wait. You want to fuck your mama, but your mama is my woman. And they go off into this stupid shit.
Let's pause for a second. Let's talk this through.
No, I don't want to keep going through the shit. I can't remember.
I read Greek mythology and tragedy, and you watched Baby Boy. I read the story of Oedipus, the actual Oedipus story, and you watched Baby Boy where someone talked about it.
And we learned the same shit.
And we learned the same lesson.
See?
There you go, kids. We learned the same lesson.
Message.
Baby Boy.
But no,
Black films.
Yes. Very educational.
Well, there's a movie called O.
Yeah, Othello. No? That's Shakespeare. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
Well, I said it and you looked at me like I was crazy.
Well, what I was going to say was it's that same sort of thing. You could have either read Othello or you could have watched that movie and got the same idea.
Yeah, it's a weird movie with Mekhi Phifer and and
dancing,
your girl, dancing chick, white girl, Kristen.
No,
you know what I'm talking about though, from the dancing movie, and yeah,
I love her. And now because you said that, I can't think of her name.
She'd be fine. She don't fell off anyway.
She was on Mona Lisa Smile too.
I ain't seen that movie.
I think you'd like it.
I like mushy shit. But either way, I forgot what I was going to say. But the moral of the story is...
Well, wait a minute. Because you said boys, crib, and mama.
Yeah. In reference to... I think I was tying it into emotions.
So, okay, go ahead.
But I can't remember. So basically, I'm going to try to figure it out. But we'll talk through it, like you said. What I'm basically saying is, I think we do need reinforcement of you are able to be in touch with your emotions and say, hey girl, and shit like that. Whereas a guy,
I just love to say girl. I don't know why. I think it's I just think it's I I like to say it to people that I know are going to be like, what?
Well, I ain't gonna say that. Oh, you're talking about the outside world. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. But in reflection, in comparison to that, men don't talk, straight men don't talk like that typically. But at the same time.
Oh, well. Live your life.
That's what I was going to say. You're able to express excitement and joy in ways that, based on society's criteria, we shy away from expressing ourselves in that manner.
Okay.
Even though we get excited just like everybody else, but we too cool for school, and we restrict ourselves from being able to express it that way.
Yeah. And others.
Yeah. And maybe that's a disservice, and that may be I hate to be corny, but the generational curses of we don't know how to give each other a high five.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because we all need that.
Which is sad.
Sad as fuck.
I think that's why your suicide rate's so high. Not yours.
Well, I haven't tried.
Obviously one and done.
Been a few years.
Well, I think that's why it's... I think that's why it's higher for straight men.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I think some of it comes...
And also being in relationships they don't like.
We know for a good relationship that we don't like. But no, that's also... I think that comes with professional...
Which is sad. I don't mean to laugh at that.
I think that also ties into professional failure as well. Like, that's why Wall Street guys throw themselves in front of trains.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, it's that whole bread... I almost said bread maker.
Breadwinner.
I almost said bread maker. Breadwinner. It's that whole breadwinner.
We got bakers killing themselves.
It's that whole complex. Like men lose their job and they try to end their life.
Yeah.
Or they sit on the couch like so depressed they can't move. And then women are like, I've got stuff to do. I got to find another job.
But it's not usually job related. I'm gonna go fold some clothes. I'm just fucking with you.
I love that I accused you of pandering, and now you're like, I'm going to do it the opposite of pandering.
I'm sexist as hell. You know that, though.
But you pander on here.
No, I don't. I'm sexist on here as
Camera
well.
one, you know
I'm both.
Panders.
I'm both extremes. I don't have a medium. I'm a super sexist or a very women's advocacy.
Pandering. Anyway.
No, everybody get just smoked.
But I think part of that is the reason why these men on Wall Street just jump out of the window. Like,
fuck yeah. Like, they literally do that. That's not an exaggeration. Like that.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I hope nobody thought we were joking. Yeah. But maybe like just one time be like, yeah, girl. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
To a girl. Say it to a girl.
Oh, I joke with like.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I joke with young ladies I'm comfortable with.
Pandering. That you always pander with the young ladies.
You want me to call them bitches? Goddamn.
Women. Girls.
I joke with women I'm familiar with. I'm not going to do it to every ladies. Woman. Young ladies and women.
Because I feel like young ladies is the teens. Teens and young. I don't
talk to no.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. And you keep saying young ladies.
Well,
and I'm
I just thought I was being mannerable, but that's fair. Panderable.
Pandering for sure.
But yeah.
Well, but I wonder if there's a way that our generation or the next generation can sort of fix that.
Break those curses?
Yeah. I think some of it that's going to change is there's a lot more fluid. Like the generation after us, like they're more fluid with all their stuff.
They might be a little too fluid.
Well, but I think I think you always have to go, well, maybe not have to, but it always goes one extreme to the other and then it falls somewhere in the middle.
I feel like we human beings have never been in the middle.
I think we are for a time.
Like a little peak?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's sort of like when you get to the middle, everybody's like, oh, this is great. Let's stay
then
here.
Why do we fuck it up?
Because the next group doesn't know what the other two extremes are. So you have to, once you have the experience of both extremes and then you find the middle, you're like, oh, wow, this is good. But the next group hasn't seen the
middle. Yeah.
Well, they think the middle is one of the other extremes.
Until they figure it out.
Till they realize, oh, now I've seen it. Well, I've already messed it up. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So we should,
bit of the day.
So you think we should start adding some more I'm proud of yous throughout our all day long?
Maybe it can be maybe there can be a word, like holla or boys or crib. You know what I mean? Maybe there can be a word like tulip. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, tulip.
Yeah.
Tulip, quit.
He got some tulips.
Hey, tulip, quit.
Too legit to quit.
Yes, tulip. Quit to jet.
Maybe tulip wouldn't be the right word, but like, oh, he's got his.
I don't know, because growing up, even if like, this kind of was what I was trying to get to with the baby boy reference, but it's still fucked up. So we're just going to take that, throw it out with the baby in the bathwater. But I think, like, for a prime example, back in the day when I was a young teen, if I was talking to a girl, chopping up, we flirting, blah, 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 I'm going to come through and she got a friend, she'd be like, well, my friend said, what your friend look like? And instead of just saying he's a handsome dude, we'd be like, he get bitches.
We've discussed
yes,
that. Yeah,
and I think especially now, I'm not gonna be like he get bitches. I'm a little too old for that. He's a handsome dude, or that young man is ugly as hell.
You were gonna say the N-word.
What? I'm trying to restrain you. I'm working on the N-word. Y'all have not heard it in the last a few episodes. Working on it. Don't be giving me shade into the camera. I have been working on my N-word usage. On here, not in real life. But no, I think that even that shows that we as young men were afraid to be honest with our not emotions, like, oh, I think he's handsome, but just it's not gonna kill nobody to go, yeah, my homeboy's handsome. Hook that up. You know what I mean? Instead of he get bitches.
Yeah.
Which means the same thing.
Because saying that a man is handsome doesn't make you gay.
And it doesn't mean I'm attracted to him.
Right.
But see, when you're 16, 17, you don't know that. You're just like, if I say he's handsome, it make me gay. Even though it has nothing to do with sexual orientation, especially when you're trying to hook him up with a female.
Yeah, so you can hook up with the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But us being young idiots, like, he get bitches.
Yeah.
I like saying that. He get bitches.
I see that. I see that. Camera one saw it as well.
I guess because it's funny, but whatever.
Yeah. I'm sure.
But I mean, you stupid. No, I think at least at our age, I would like to think that most of our generation has gotten away from being afraid to say, just because of the metaphor, he's a handsome dude. I think your friend girl would enjoy his company. Your friend girl. Well, I didn't want to say girlfriend because
I don't know why. Because girlfriend,
that's a hetero girlfriend and a homo.
If you're a girl and your best friend is also a girl, my grandmother says
that's my girlfriend, and she's not
your girlfriend,
and they ain't in a relationship.
But if you're a guy and your best friend is a guy,
no,
he's not your boyfriend.
No.
But what I'm saying is that not crazy?
In the context, yes,
we
it's
say
crazy.
girlfriend. That's my girlfriend.
In context,
and it never crosses
crazy.
Anybody's mind.
But if you heard a straight guy go, "That's my boyfriend over there," you would be like, "What?"
I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Would you think they're in a relationship?
No.
Girl, get the fuck out of here.
No, because here's the thing. Here's what I understand that most straight men don't understand.
Including me.
Being gay is about falling in love with someone who is the same sex.
Audibly.
It's not just about having sex with someone of the same sex.
Right.
It's actually being able to legitimately fall in love with someone of the same sex. In the same way as you're straight because you can legitimately fall in love with someone of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
So him saying that's my boyfriend, okay.
Yeah, but just audibly, just here.
But it's only that way because straight men don't say
talk
it
that way, yeah.
But if straight men just said it all the time, it would be the same as when women say girlfriend.
I'm gonna try to start that movement.
I think you should.
That's my boyfriend over there. Nigga, what? I'm sorry, come again? That's my boyfriend over there.
So what was that?
That's my boyfriend.
What was that?
I'm not going to overly use the N-word. I've went about 4 to 5 episodes not using the N-word. I'm working on it. But that would be awkward though. If you know that this guy is straight, he goes, "That's my boyfriend." You'd be like, "What?" You wouldn't slightly be confused.
I'd be like, "Oh, how long have y'all been friends?"
That's all you would say.
Yeah.
You wouldn't, in your ear, you would ear test. You wouldn't be like, "They're in a relationship."
No.
Stop it.
If I know he's straight, then no.
I'm going to start introducing you as my boyfriend.
Well, I'm gay.
But I'm not.
Correct. So only the people that know you're not gay wouldn't realize that you mean
it would sound gay as hell.
Is it because of me?
No, it just sounds gay.
Because I'd be in the background going, yes! No.
That's my friend boy.
That's my friend boy.
Because I'm just saying, you say friend girl, but we say friend boy.
I don't say friend girl.
I do.
You say that bullshit, and you're the only person I've ever heard say that.
Really?
Friend girl. Because that is...
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's my friend and their girl.
My friend girl.
Why does it matter what order I say it in? You don't know?
My friend that's a girl?
Yeah.
I'd rather you said my friend that's a girl than My friend girl.
Well, you don't need all that. Friend girl emphasizes that's my friend. She's a girl.
Okay.
But I don't be like, it's my friend boy. That's so stupid.
Would you introduce me as friend gay?
No.
This is my friend gay.
This is my friend Kirk with a K.
I appreciate that. You know, some people do that.
What you mean?
This is my friend gay.
What? This is my gay friend, you mean?
Nobody says friend and then the adjective.
This is my gay friend Kirk.
No.
Is that weird?
Yo,
I got a name, dickhead.
It is because why did it matter?
I don't know.
Are we more friends because I'm gay? Or are we less friends because I'm gay?
Are we more friends because I'm straight?
Like,
or less
are
friends
you
'cause
explaining to them that because I'm gay, we're friends? Like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. There shouldn't be an adjective
It just seems
before
weird.
or after friend. You just should say friend.
Also, why can't you just say this is my friend?
Yeah, that's what
You
I
don't have to say
I said this is my
girlfriend
boy
or
Kirk.
boyfriend.
Yeah. With a K.
My dog.
Kirk. My dog. Yeah, I'm talking about my dog. Kirk. With a K.
Yeah, I don't. That's a weird. Words are weird. I don't know. I'm getting something in the ear here.
Wait, what?
But
how would you introduce me? It's my straight friend.
I normally start with coworker.
Oh, I'm a coworker.
Well, only because
that's what we met. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but I start with coworker because that helps my family to go, oh, that location.
Oh, it's platonic.
Let me narrow down to this location.
Wait, platonic or where we work?
What?
A platonic relationship or because of where we work?
Where we work. Like me saying my coworker, that gives my parents, they go, okay, we're talking about that undisclosed location in that state.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. So they already know I'm not familiar with this undisclosed location.
Correct.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Correct.
Okay.
It also just immediately gives them, we have in common a work.
Oh, our line of work.
We have since found friendship in common.
Right, yeah.
But we...
Yeah, because I ain't friends with everybody else there.
Right.
What'd you say? I'm sorry,
I couldn't hear you. Microphone went out. I'm not either. Especially not.
It's true.
But that's helpful to my parents
gotcha.
narrow down.
So
because, I've lived in a lot of places.
Right. So that way they know what topics to pull from to kind of have a conversation.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't heighten or diminish anything. It just...
So you say.
It just says, this is the location that this person is.
This is where this kindled from.
Yeah. So if I say, hey, I'm going to hang out with Michael.
Yeah.
And my mom goes, which one was Michael? And I go, my coworker. She goes, oh, I got you.
I got you. Yeah.
Drive safe.
Distinguish which
drive
one.
safe south. You know what I mean?
Yeah. About an hour.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, so
give or take 10 minutes.
Except for me, because I'm always late. But so would you want to not seek out? That may not be the right expression, but do you think we should start seeking out fellow male companionship, that platonic or relationship, whatever? Do you think we should start seeking out people who are comfortable with giving us positive reinforcement or words of affirmation?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Only because, here's the thing. I'm a big person of middle ground, self-confidence, believe in yourself. But it never hurts to, on occasion, have a reminder.
You're doing a good job.
From an outside perspective going, you know what? Over this last year,
you're killing
I've really noticed.
Yeah. You're killing me, bro.
I've really noticed a big difference for you, and it seems to be positive for you.
Okay. But do you, in turn, once you get the positive affirmation, do you immediately give it back? Do you immediately reciprocate?
It depends on who it is.
If they're quite as good as you are at your job.
Well, it depends on what they're saying.
Okay.
Like if I just did something and you went, that was great, and I go, you're really good at that too.
Well, that's weird. Yeah, that's not the appropriate time. Yeah,
right.
We put that on hold. Wait till I actually do something good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. You think you should go out of your way to do it? Give props?
I think people sometimes act like it's out of their way, but it
only takes 20, 30 seconds out of your day.
Not even probably that much.
Yeah. It's literally 1 or 2 sentences and you're done.
Right.
But then why do you think people are so afraid, regardless of generational curses and blah, blah, blah? Do you think people are afraid to give out a high five? I'm using high five loosely, but you get what I'm saying. Like, do you think men specifically are afraid to say, I'm proud of you, bro?
Oh, for sure. Because
Really?
the chisel.
See, I'm not afraid to say that.
But I think you've also gotten to a place where you realize that the chisel
That's bullshit.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah. But not everybody ever makes it there. I mean, there are men in their 80s that haven't even gotten there. Do you know what I mean? Oh no.
So you think there's people who like basically get to the end of life and basically have, for the most part, have never heard somebody's proud of them?
Probably.
That's a suck.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not saying I've heard it every day of my 36 years of existence, but I've heard it enough to know I'm not as shitty a person as I thought I was. You know, I ain't the man, but I'm all right. You know what I mean? I'm regular +1. You know what I mean? I got a 1, flower power. They look at you like, you ain't get no flower power. But I mean, I know we're being silly, but I mean, I've gotten enough proud of yous to just at least know I'm trying, and people see it a little bit. You know what I mean? They're like, he graduated. He got his rainbow GED. It wasn't a GED. It was my diploma.
Bless it. And you were valedictorian and you shat on yourself.
No, I gave a speech. I told you I don't tell a lie. I try not to lie about my stories.
You were valedictorian.
I mean, that was the equivalent of it, but that's not the same. But you're not the equivalent with summer school. Anyway.
I'm not lying. Whatever. Whatever.
But I mean, do you wish you had gotten more high fives in your life?
Well, okay. I will specify a specific time in my life where.
Well, let me ask you this way:
people, go ahead.
Do you think are there any? Not that there's 30 of them, but do you think there's a key moment or two where you felt like, I wish somebody would have been like, I'm proud of you, and not your traditional, I graduated high school, I graduated college, you know what I mean? Just a genuine, I wish somebody would have said, good job.
Not really. What I was going to say was, there was definitely a time in my life where apparently I was intimidating. I don't know why.
Workshops?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
At work. And so like people didn't want to.
You were scaring them white women away.
I think everybody. Anyway. But I don't know why it was. But I would have rather they've been like, good job, instead of, I don't want to work with him. I don't want him to see me work.
He's scary as hell.
Yeah. Big scary bitch.
I'll say
that was my nickname.
What?
Big scary bitch.
I don't want that nickname.
Oh yeah. I didn't want it either.
Are you sure?
I lived it. Yeah, it wasn't nice. It wasn't fun. I don't think it was positive.
I guess the key moment, there's one moment that's distinctively, and based on the structure of this particular thing, nobody's there to give you I'm proud of you. But when you're in the Navy and you finish at the very end of boot camp, they have this thing. No, all jokes aside,
sorry, no.
What?
In my head, in the Navy, you started playing. Go ahead.
No, when you're in boot camp, there's this thing that you do. I can't remember how many days it is.
Well, don't they on purpose say y'all are shit?
So. But there's this thing at the very end.
Kind of.
It's called Battleships.
Okay.
And you basically reenact it. Disney helped build the whole training facility and everything.
Oh wow!
But in a nutshell, at the very end, once you finish it, they play "And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free." It's corny or whatever. Mm-hmm. And my punk ass, and they take your recruit ball cap and switch it to a Navy one. It says recruit on the front of it. If you fell out of boot camp, you don't get the Navy one, which is corny to somebody who's never been. But they give you a Navy ball cap.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. You're officially a sailor.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty cool. It's a beautiful, to me, it was very heartfelt and touching, but it's just you and all the people you've been in boot camp with. So nobody, like, cause you're still in the training facility. Nobody's there to be like, great job. And so
was it not like a graduation?
No, it's before graduation. Once you complete this particular training evolution, as they call it, you get to go to graduation. If you fail it, you get your ass recycled back and you got to go through it. Not the whole thing, but depending on how bad you did, you get it's called roll back, I think. You might get
lean back.
You stupid.
Lean back. Sorry.
So that was I teared up and I was like, so proud I did some shit finally with my life. But it was.
Well, but I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Nah, fuck no, it wasn't easy.
So I mean, I would imagine there would be a level of relief as a part of the tears.
But nobody you love or know is there to give you that I'm proud of you. And I get, like I said, it's based on what it is.
Did y'all high five each other?
Fuck no. You standing at attention and you shut the hell up and you crying like a baby. But anyway, and so that is one moment. There's been some other ones, but that was the first one I thought of. But I think that men do need to give each other some I'm proud of yous.
Yeah.
Even though it's hard.
I think it would be helpful. Honestly, I think it would I think it would be helpful, but I also think it would make the friendship stronger.
Yeah. Because there's nothing wrong with mutual admiration.
Yeah.
But I think we're afraid of that shit.
Yes, from the chisel. I just don't know why.
The chisel.
But why did the chisel say that?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, where did that come from? I don't know.
I don't know. Like last episode and Miss Issa Rae, I said, Kobe to the motherfucking chisel. To fuck that chisel. Because I mean, the world's rules and not structure, but rules and their negative thoughts, or I guess structure would be the right word. Not governmental structure, but just emotional structure. You got to be like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I know that's corny, but I mean.
Well, I mean, like Jaden Smith.
Oh hell. Go ahead.
Well, let me say.
The young Buddha.
What impresses me about him is he wore the dress. Whatever, I don't care. Wear whatever you want to wear. It's made up anyway. It's made up. Anyway. He wore a dress. Still straight.
You know what I realized?
Do you know what I mean? Nobody cared.
I'm not putting no dress on, but I will say a denim skirt is made out of the same material as my denim jeans. It's just a different shape. That's the only difference.
Welcome aboard.
It's the shape of the denim.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
And I mean, I will say, like, I think that there is flattering, there's clothing that's flattering to certain
build,
shapes.
my build, yeah.
But that's not necessarily male female.
No, that's symmetry.
Just shape.
Yeah, the shape and symmetry. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, who cares? Who cares? I'm sorry. Who cares? I know. I need to stop having a who cares. See, yours is the fuck it and mine is the who cares part of the episode.
They're in the same ballpark.
But I think going back to being able to look at someone that you genuinely care about and say, I'm proud of you.
Yeah. That shouldn't be so fucking hard.
But it comes across as so hard.
Yes.
But I mean, I will say, like, in the gay community, I do think that there's some difficulty in it because I think sometimes it's I don't have my shit together, so I can't be proud of your shit just
You
yet.
can still admire. And
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But admiration doesn't diminish. It should not diminish who you are. Whether I'm homeless or not. Like, all jokes aside, if I seen somebody, like I got a homeboy now, we was in the Navy together. He's a chief now. He's at least the E7. Because that's the chief. But whatever. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
I got kicked out the Navy. I'm okay with that. Just because I'm not in the Navy anymore doesn't mean I can't be like, I'm proud of you, bro. But a lot of people are not brave enough to say that. Yeah. Like you said, giving somebody else their flowers does not mean your flowers are less valuable.
Right.
And I think a lot of people struggle with that.
Yes.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because some of it's that chisel you talk about, but it can't just be and obviously we don't have the answer, but it can't just be the chisel that's causing that.
The chisel is developed by we the people.
So is that the foundation of why? Maybe.
But the why that particular thing was like, we need to chisel that out. That I don't know why. I don't think we're of a generation back far enough to know to even have an idea. Because it really makes no sense to not uplift each other because, well, like we work together. Yeah. So if I uplift you while we're working together, that only helps me.
Right. Because I'm going to do a better job.
It helps you.
Yes.
And in return, that helps me.
Yes.
So it makes no sense for that to be the thing that we don't do.
I think it's fear-based, but we'll never know.
Well, I think it is that too. But I think it's also like, it's unfortunate.
Of course.
Because it could be a very powerful tool where you think, take the Black community. I'm not a member,
you
but
don't like it right now in this lighting.
I'm a little light skinned currently, a little red bone. In the Black community or the gay community, if we lifted each other up within the community,
you get all them crabs out the barrel. But we trapped.
It would be probably a little better.
It would. Perfect note. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's do it.
You'll give them all the propers.
Oh, Lord. I'm going to try to go through them. I miss one every time. All right. Hit us in the Gmail with nosy with good intentions at gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
We've got the Instagram, nosy with good intentions. We also have the TikTok where the thirst traps are.
I've been taking that
nosy
shit down.
with good intentions. You can't take it down now. I've already advertised it.
That'd be our New Year's resolution. Take that bullshit down.
We have the YouTube page. Hopefully you're watching it currently, camera one. Nosy with good intentions.
What Gabby told
Make
us?
sure that our little sister Gabby told us it's like, subscribe, and comment. Like, comment, subscribe.
There you go.
So do that. And the old Twitter, she's skipping along behind us, Nosy Good. I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to our nosy nonsense.
See you next time.